Hi, gang. This is Don Ho. I'm in Hawaii. Good morning, Arizona.
Very cool. Charles Gabrean recently headed over to Hawaii for the memorial, the anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, and apparently you met Don Ho.
Yeah, at the very end, I always see Don Ho because I interviewed him a few years ago. So I had to have him sign my interview and stuff.
Well, it's nice of you to always think of us when you do these really cool things that you always get to do, whether it's the Milan fashion show or Sundance. But recently you went to Pearl Harbor, and you've got this great thing that you always have some of the guys sign.
It's a little postcard book from the early 60s, and every time I meet someone from a particular ship or where they're at, I have them sign it. And every year there's less guys, so... And,
this is a valuable memento.
Oh, it's fun. I like it. My mother gave it to me years ago. So.
Why did you want to go over there? Your father.
My father's ship was there. He was on the Vestal. It was repairing the Arizona at the time.
So you went there, and I imagine you meet all kinds of people.
Yes, I work for the Pearl Harbor survivors here in town. So I'm always taking pictures of those guys. They're great guys.
Well, and you know what, for some of them it's still pretty difficult to talk about. For others, I think they enjoy the opportunity to let folks know what it was like. Tell us about some of these pictures. Okay. They're just beautiful.
Well, the first picture, it's the actual picture of the memorial. That's the USS Arizona Memorial. And I think everyone knows about that. It's the actual memorial built on top of the ship.
Yeah, it's an amazing experience. This next one I love, this man saluting.
He's an actual USS Arizona survivor. And he was aboard ship, and I had him salute right before he got it back on the boat.
Do they mind you taking pictures?
No, these guys are wonderful. They're wonderful guys.
This is a great shot.
And this is Cecil. He's looking down in the water because there's still oil coming up from the Arizona, even today.
Yeah, you can see it if you go out there. It's an incredible experience. Do you know this guy?
Is
he from Arizona?
Yes. No, he's from the U.S. Arizona. He's one of the survivors.
But he doesn't live here in our state. Okay.
And there's only a few survivors alive. Here's another one, Ken Potts. He's a USS Arizona survivor. Again, there's only 7 alive and 5 were there. This is Paul Goodyear. He lives in Casa Grande.
Oh, he does?
And he's an Oklahoma survivor, and they just broke ground for a new memorial for them when I was there.
Now, have you gotten to know these guys really well?
Oh, yeah, this is Bob Jensen from Sun City, funny guy, great guy. He was from the Maryland.
And then finally, someone will all recognize that.
Oh, and I thought this was an endearing shot. Brokaw, they were walking by and he was holding his heart. I really liked this shot. And next to him is the governor of Hawaii.
Well, you know, he's also been very involved in veterans. I know that he was out there when they dedicated the World War II Memorial as well, which you also attended.
Yeah.
In light of events this week, you brought in a few photos. I know the passing of James Brown. You had a chance to meet him many years ago.
I met him probably about 6 years ago now, and he was at the Orpheum. I took this big poster of him.
That is a great picture.
Yeah, a friend of mine now, and I gave it to him years ago, so I had to take it back from him for a few days. And then also, I took pictures of Gerald Ford a few years ago, and I was fortunate enough to get those.
And I've got those here. What were they like? Did you get a chance to talk?
I met James Brown. He was great. I got a picture with him. I really enjoyed him. I mean, it's a shame that he died. And same with Gerald Ford. He was a really nice guy. I really liked him. And the same time I took pictures of Gerald Ford, Gorbachev was there too. So it was really different. It was fun.
Yeah, you've got some great photos of a lot of people. Well, we appreciate.
I've been really lucky.
Where are you going in the month of January and February?
I like to get back to Milan and do some more fashion work. But I want to thank all the guys from Pearl Harbor, Cecil. I spent a lot of time with his family and all the guys from Pearl Harbor, and especially I like to thank my father because he just passed away. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so we missed him at the holidays.
Well, and you know what? You take some great pictures. Have any of these guys asked for copies of your photos?
I always give them copies.
Yeah. Charles, that's
so they're great guys.
All right, well, keep jet setting and bring us more pictures. And I know you were recently at a Best Buddies event in Miami. We'll have to have you back on to talk about that.
And next is probably Milan.
Okay, it is 6:58.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Charles. We'll be right back with a look at our forecast. Brad will join us. He is taking a look at some of the floats for the Fiesta Bowl Parade. And we've got some news involving weather and Flagstaff. And Mike Watkis is there claiming he's going to do a snow angel for us in about 30 minutes.